So I hope you enjoyed talking about the beginnings of needs assessment and all of that last week. This is where the course starts to get a little bit heavier. I really like the stuff for this week. For this week, we're going to be talking about logic models. And these are not models of how constructs would fit together kind of in that independent, dependent variable way that we've talked about in research, throughout all of your graduate school careers. Rather, logic models are really models of the way that we pictorially represent the inputs, the action steps, and the outcomes of a program evaluation. So we're talking about inputs such as the people who are involved, maybe the budget, the pre-existing data, those kinds of inputs that we have, assessments that we've given, whatever it happens to be in the program that you're evaluating. Then the hypothesized action steps that we're going to take in order to get to the outcomes that we want to obtain with a program. So a logic model is a pictorial representation of that process. Now, for my part, as someone who really enjoys the planning and organization and creation process, I think the logic model for a needs assessment or for any program evaluation is the most critical step of the whole process. Because if we don't have a good idea of what our resources are, if we don't have a good idea of what the actions that we're going to take or that we're hypothesizing to take or that the program is always doing, and if we don't have a good idea of the outcomes we want to obtain and then how all those things fit together, then our evaluation of the program is going to be very incomplete. So I want to encourage you to spend time looking very deeply into the material for this week. I posted a PDF document. It has tons of examples of logic models in all different content areas. The readings have a lot of great information. The website on the Kirkpatrick model only gives you a basic overview of that model. There's lots of information out there on that model, but I think that one highlights the important points. And I also want to encourage you to start thinking very deeply about the logic model for your own needs assessment proposal for this class. Make sure you're modeling every aspect of this program that you can think about, all of the inputs, all of the hypothesized action steps, everything that you think will impact those outcomes. And we'll talk about evaluation of those outcomes in the next couple of weeks, because the more time we put into the planning process, the better our project, the better our needs assessment, the better our evaluation is going to go. And for this class, because all you're doing is a proposal, the planning process is really what you're going to be doing for the entire project. So I really want you to think deeply about it. I want you to have a lot of fun with it too. Do a good job, because this is really the fun part of program evaluation, or at least the planning process or program evaluation, is trying to figure out how all this stuff fits together.